Alright, what's up Dragon Brood? Today we're going to be taking a look at a deck that I had a lot of fun with a couple seasons ago, and I don't think I've really run it back except for maybe once since. I have no idea if it's still good in the current standard. We're talking about Hasty Gruul. So let's get into it and see if it's still any good. Now, other than having haste creatures to get around all the sweepers, one of the main reasons I wanted to look at this deck again is because of Samut, Vizier of Noctamun. Like, this card is very cool, has first strike, has haste, gives us the ability to draw extra cards. So if everything else has haste, then it's very likely you're going to get to draw a bunch of cards with it, obviously. So we're going to give this a look today, and also pair it with Ruby Daring Tracker. This will give us a way to have a pretty sizable creature, even if we just attack for 3 with this, which happens quite a lot in this deck, but also to help our mana out so we can skimp on mana a little bit and play some more threats. That list of threats is going to start with Commando Phases Kakazan. No surprise, this card's really good. It creates a haste creature, it bumps your other creatures, right? We see this enough, we know what it is. We're also going to play Feldon because it does have haste and it's in a way to help us get to see cards. Along with these, we're going to be playing Godric, Cloaked Reveler, because this card can also be a flyer fairly easily in this deck. So yeah, we're going to give it a go and see if it works out. Also, before we get too deep in this deck list, let me tell you about today's sponsor.
CoolStuffInc.com is a proud sponsor of this channel, and you can show your support while getting 5% off your entire order by using promo code DRAGON at checkout. Need singles for constructed or kitchen table play? Looking to pick up sealed product or the latest in Magic accessories? We've got you covered. CoolStuffInc.com is the place for all your Magic the Gathering needs. And support this channel by using promo code DRAGON at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
But yeah, check out Cool Stuff Inc. if you're going to be picking up any Magic stuff or nerd stuff, because if you buy from them, they will keep supporting me, and you get to save 5% with code DRAGON. Alright, finishing this list off, we are going to be playing Squee, Dubious Monarch, because this technically makes 2 haste creatures, which is super cool with Samut, gives us more cards to draw. And if we're going to be doing all this, we want to be playing Thundering Raiju, because this is one of the bigger hasters we can play, at least cost-effectively. And it can do some extra damage, because we do have a few things that will be putting counters or otherwise enchanting our creatures, which will count for having them be modified. Also going to play a couple of Shivan Devastator. We played these in the last list and it worked out really well, especially after your opponent sweeps the board and you can just attack for 4 or 5 over the top. Those other ways, though, we're going to be playing Royal Treatment just to protect creatures, but it also does modify something by giving it an enchantment and a +1, so that's actually super nice. And we're going to be playing Monstrous Rage, because if we can have stuff with haste that's going to be bigger, like, why not? We got to do it, right? We're going to have a few other odds and ends, but those are going to be the most important cards we're going to be looking at today. And as always, if you want the full deck list, it'll be at the end of the video. We'll see if we need to change anything with this or not. And if you want to download it, just go to the description, look for the blue arrows, and take it to the Moxfield link. You can get today's deck and a bunch of other sweet decks. For now, though, let's go see if this older deck actually still holds up in the new standard. Ooh, sure, we'll try. Like I said, there's a chance we could draw some other stuff that could be interesting. Weird. Why did you do that? I guess if I just get a treasure here, then I could Godric and play Monstrous Rage next turn. Alright, let's try that. Plus, it doesn't hurt as bad if they just have some weird removal here. They're just going to flash in and block? Alright. That makes sense. Still not too upset we didn't make a 2-2. I think, or put the counter. I think that's fine. Alright, you got it. That is also an intriguing option. Okay. I mean, they probably just give up the 1-1 here. Don't double block opponent. You either block with the 1-1 or nothing. Okay, they're going to give us the card. I was going to say, it's 1-1 or nothing. Those were kind of the options. Oh, this is... Oh, no. Okay. Crap. What do we do here? Alright, I guess we just pass. Because there could be an opportunity where we want to kill something. Like, I don't know. Maybe they play Brutal Cathar or some such here. Are they just on Wandering Emperor time? I guess they could be on some type of counter. That would be real. Yeah, that's sort of what it feels like right now. I'm going to see if Wandering Emperor comes down to deal with a Devastator. No. And they're just going to give us a card. Okay. That's something I didn't expect. Alright, Tidebinder, sure. That's fine. We could kill a Tidebinder next turn. Not overly concerned about that. And I'm assuming they're just going to go land Virtue here, would be their goal. If they have a land. Sure. Oh, you know what? They might have just another Iganjo here. Yeah, not that interested. I almost blocked, but then I thought, if they have an Iganjo, that really sucks for us. Alright, let's... I kind of want to kill the Tidebinder. Okay, that's fine. If that's how Wandering Emperor has to come down, we can live with that.
Feel the energy of battle, then guide black water.
Like, that's legit. Okay, so we can Godric. Followed by one of these. Followed by one of these.
Watch out. I never give up.
Then I just have to attack that there and that here. Alright.
Until next time then.
Opponents within range now. Yep, winning announcement. That does not worry us. Yeah, we'll just take 8, whatever. Okay. So here we do this for 2. I'm just tempted to do it for 1. And then... Well, I wouldn't have enough mana. Never mind. So I might as well do it for 2. I was thinking I was going to do that and play Feldon and play the Monstrous Rage, but that doesn't track. Alright. Then I'm actually going to play Monstrous Rage here. So if the opponent gets rid of this creature... Okay. Then we attack with all the flyers. And that should be it. Alright, got there. Alright, I'm gonna keep it. Ooh, no burn spell here is tough. Alright, this does help out a little bit. Swift Spear, sure. Yep, you got it. Probably getting rid of Devastator. I don't see a world where that's going to get to do too much here. I think I just have to play this as a 2/2 and make a treasure. It's likely the only way this works out in any semblance of reality. I might end up at like 6 by the end of this turn. Yeah, I'm not blocking because that's just a trap. Interesting. Called their bluff. They didn't do anything either. So now what? This is like the ugliest game of chicken. I don't know what's happening right now. Alright. No attacks, I guess. Because as it stands, I guess, even if they have a Monstrous Rage, we would be able to protect a creature, so, no attacks, I don't think. I think we're just on defense. See what the opponent's got. I mean, now we'll block and just see what happens. Alright, Monstrous Rage on that one, sure. I'm sure you got something else. Alright. I could have tried to protect both creatures there, but I wasn't sure if they had something else or not. Turns out they didn't, but didn't know that at the time. Might as well put the counter here. Alright, here's hoping they don't kill us. Oh, so we have to sack a creature? Alright, guess it's gotta be that. Do you have another one? They do not. Alright, we're at 5. Can we kill them? 4, 5, 6. Plus 1 is 7. And then burn them for 8. We can only make this 9. Oh, no. I mean, this is all we can do. Oh, man. I think I have to leave one of these tokens back just so we don't get hasted by something. That sucks so much. Put a counter on this. Yeah, we could have done 2, 3, and we'd have left them at 1. Because this would have done 1 more point than the 2 damage, but just couldn't finish them. Man, that was close. Alright, somehow we got there. Whew. Okay, we actually get to go first, and I can't even take advantage of Ruby, but maybe we'll draw an untapped green source. We're going to hope for the best. Here we go. Let's will it to the top. Untapped green source. I must not have asked nice enough. I guess we go ahead and play this for 1. See if they've got a cut down or whatever. Alright. So now, if we get Godric, we have a really big turn. We have 6 in the air, 2 on the ground. If we can get an untapped land this turn. If we don't, we'll just be real sad. Oh, looks like they're leaving removal up. That changes the game entirely. Not that it matters, because we didn't get the land we wanted. Regardless. So we're just going to attack. Okay, that works. In the turn. It's probably where we get to see a trespasser or something. No, opponent also missed land, so we're both kind of wrecked here. This is what you call the ugly but fair fight. Oh, this would help us get the color. Alright, alright. That card's like such a tease from the deck. Like, I know you need some mana. How do you feel about this card? I actually don't feel great about this card, but as much as I want to take damage, we need treasure here. And we're at least protected from like a cut down. I don't really want to waste the Monstrous Rage here, but we will. Yeah, alright. Like I said, not excited about it, but we'll try. Alright, opponent's at 7. Alright, cool. Okay, I guess we keep it. We have so many 2-mana things. I would love to find something more productive than just like wasting a Devastator here. Well, I guess our wish is not going to be answered, so Devastator it is. Alright, we'll see how long this lasts. Oh, Samet, will you get to do anything here? We're still going to go for it. Looks like we will. We at least get 2 cards out of this, so that's good. I will say this about this build. It does handle the domain decks very well because of just the sheer volume of haste creatures. Speaking of which, yep, that's going to do it. Yeah, that was going to be putting a counter probably on Samet. So then you're going to deal 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we'd had one more than lethal. Okay. Yeah, sure. This is why, as much as I don't love Charming Scoundrel, it works in this type of build because we can either, if we draw a 3rd land, then we just have it be a 2/2. Right? If we don't draw a 3rd land, then we go ahead and make the treasure. Or in this case, it's a tapped land, and we would like to play things on time, so this is just going to be a 1/1 and a treasure. Which now gives us some options for the upcoming turns, but we'll see, depending on what we draw. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and roll with this. And just say, hey, if you want to block, cool. I don't think you do, though. Alright. Sweet. I mean, there's probably a 6/6 in our future, but we'll deal with that. Okay, it's not a 6/6. Okay, that's good. Dang it. I was hoping I might find something to put a counter on Samet. Would have been cool. Would have been real nice. But this actually doesn't suck. We can do this. Put the counter on Samet. Alright, ooh, opponent just went to 10, so we're going to get hit with something big here. But next turn, we have a big attack of our own, because we can play a Devastator for 1, play Godric, which is 5 in the air, 4 in the air. That would be 5. Attack with the Raiju. 6, 7. We're going to be close. I don't know if we can kill them. But boy, we're going to be real close. Definitely not getting in on the ground now. So that's a non-issue. Yeah, no blocks. So now I have to decide if it's worth just going big with Devastator and then maybe just casting Samet, letting it die, casting Godric next turn and going over the top. Oh boy, that might be our only real options here. And if I do this, man, I gotta survive a lot of damage next turn. 11 of that's trample. I could attack and just put the counter on Samet. And that's something. What do we do here? 3, 4, 5. If I put a counter, there's only 6. That's not going to cut it. Ooh, boy, this is so close. All right, I think that's what I'm going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I attack with the Raiju, I'll put the opponent, there'll be 3 counters. Well, I could put a counter on the Scoundrel or whatever, right? And then that's 3, so they're at 7. They take 4, go to 3. And then I technically could kill them with these, so... but do I just die otherwise, right? I take 11, block, take 12, 13, 14. If they have any haste thing, we die. Ugh, this is gross, but alright. Why is Arena acting up like this? Alright, we're back in, choosing just 2 attackers. I'm going to put the counter on Scoundrel. And then just hope we survive the next turn. Alright. Get a card that I don't think is relevant. Nah, it's another Samet. Alright. Let's see what happens. Oh, Koglan Yordaro. That's gross. Yeah, we're just dead. Alright. Well, we tried to make the right play and it didn't even matter. Alright, let's keep it. I mean, we have Ruby that kind of unlocks some other stuff. No attacks. We'll try to keep her protected from a cut down if that shows up. Looks like it's not. So, plan is to just give them something we already have multiple copies of. So their Go for the Throats can kill that. I mean, obviously. Not really much of a secret. Alright. Could be Liliana time. It is not Liliana time. Alright. Sounds good. Alright. Would have liked to lay in there, but we'll take what we can get, I guess. Man, 3 Monstrous Rages, huh? Don't know how this is going to work out for us, but we'll find out. Alright, it's going to be this. I got to find an untapped land here. That's what this comes down to. We need an untapped land for this Godric into a Monstrous Rage and see what we could do. Wow, opponent's just saying, like, F it. They're not even going to try to protect Liliana here. Crazy. Okay, then. I mean, I'm with you. If you're with it, I'm with it. Man, it feels like a wild plan of action, but yeah, now if I find an untapped land, they have to leave a creature back or that's going to be lethal. This double Monstrous Rage is +3 over what's on the board right now, and then Godric gets an additional +1. And we get a damage from the Raiju. They got a lot of mana, though. They can cast anything they want here. Oh, that's a good call. All right. Oh, opponent. Do we still get them? We need another hasty thing. We didn't find it. All right. So Godric would be able to pump itself for 1, right? So let's try to figure out some quick math. We attack. Opponent goes to 11, because they'll take 1 from the Raiju. We can play a Monstrous Rage on Godric, so that's +3. So that's 4 total damage for the turn. Then Godric itself is another 5, so that's 9. Yeah, I think that works. I think we would have to Rage, and then just Rage. And yeah. Alright, cool. Doesn't really matter, I guess. Just all the damage. Like, you gotta love it when it doesn't matter that they had removal, Liliana, Trespass, or Ashiok. You're just like, whatever. You trample for all the damage. Oh, now the opponent wants to be salty and... Alright. Oh, actually, you know what? I think Arena's just stuck on me again. Because the opponent doesn't have any actions here. They would just block. Well, maybe I guess technically they're still there because they could block. But, yep, nope, they're still there. They're just salt roping. But that's okay. Chance to tell y'all, hey, if you haven't, you want to help me out, buy me something nice for... Well, buy something nice for yourself. You can buy some merch. I have that link below. You can check that out. Or check out our sponsors over at Cool Stuff Inc. You can use code DRAGON. That'll save you 5% at checkout. Or you can hit me up. I think down in the description I have a link to my Throne account where I just have like cool stuff you can pick up. So yeah. All right, that damage all happens. We're on to the next one. Okay, I'm supposed to not keep this one. You don't want to be playing the aggro deck and not playing a real threat till 3, but I'm willing to entertain the idea just because of this and see if we can find something. I mean, alright. Could be worse, so I'll go ahead and just go with that. They probably think we're just playing mono red right now. Until they see this forest we're going to play next turn. Bramble Familia. Okay, we definitely need lands now. I'm actually glad I actually took that, because we would have just drawn into a Raiju, and that wouldn't have helped anything. Alright. Come on, untap land. Boy, do we need that. Oh, that's the worst. That's so bad. Alright, hey, good news is we can still fly over the top right now. That's a thing, you know? So we can attack for 5. That's cool. Like, that does a thing. And depending on what they play here, if we Raiju, we get double counter triggers, so we could maybe possibly win. Oh, and we gotta play with fire. Alright. I think we can still pull this off. We attack with everything. We put a counter here. Put a counter on one of the Thundering Raijus, I guess. Yeah. And then we have Play with Fire in hand. And then Familiar's got a block. Yeah. Okay. And we get to keep a Raiju on top of everything. So yeah, I don't think we can lose here. Oh, I say that. Depending on what they get on this fight rigging, if it's like Gashath or something, that would be gross. Alright. Okay, it wasn't. We're alright. Like, if it was Gashath and they attacked for 1,000,000, oh, that'd have been so amazing for them. Yeah, that's it. Just the simple play with fire, and we got it done. Okay, this looks good. Looks good. I am not saddened by this hand. You know, I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of times it's tempting to make treasure off of Scoundrel just to, like, go big on Raiju. But, like, yeah, it's probably not worth it. Alright, let's find out if they have a cut down. They indeed have a cut down. Alright. I probably, honestly, against black, you should probably just take the treasure anyway. It's probably going to hurt you less, but... Alright. They're leaving that up. That seems reasonable. I think I want to set myself up a little better for next turn since I don't know quite what they're doing just yet. And then I'm just going to play this with a counter. And if they want to block, we're fine with that. I didn't think they did, but there was always a chance. Alright, Evolving Adaptive. You got it. Then an Underdog. Sounds good. Alright. Gonna do our thing here. So they're just playing like Golgari Aggro. Alright, and they're gonna give us a card, so that doesn't suck. Alright, get to deal an extra point. Opponent's at 13. We'll get a Flying Godric next turn and a card, most likely. Trespasser's annoying. Don't love that. Yeah. No blocks. But this does mean I get to attack with Samet again, which is kind of nice. So we're not mad at that. I also could attack with Samet and Thundering Raiju. Or I could attack with Samet, Thundering Raiju, and Kamano. Choices. One's at 14. Samet would be 4. They're at 10. There's also a world where we could get Squee and this next turn, or Squee and... I wouldn't be able to do Squee and Samet. That's too much. Alright, let's go here. Because this is turn I can at least guarantee that Samet has flying. Don't know if I could guarantee that otherwise. We'll go ahead and pump once. Alright, opponent goes all the way down to 6. We get a card. Royal Treatment. Oh, I should have left that mana on tap. Nah. That was a little bit greedy, but it was worth it. Alright, another Trespasser, so they're getting life back. Fair. I think we're good, though, here. I mean, if we get a land, for sure we're good, because we can just do lethal over the top and not even have to worry about it. Opponent can only attack and put us to 1 here, but yeah, I'm going to go ahead and block. Come on, untap land? Okay, I think now we're good. Samet becomes a 4 in the air. We make them a 5. Oh, no, actually. That'd be 4, 5. And then... Oh, yeah, because we could pump for 2. For some reason, my math wasn't mathing. I was like, something's not right. Okay, let's do this. So it was correct, just for a second. Math wasn't mathing, but... Oh, no, I was wrong. Oh, no. I needed one more land. Yeah, I can't kill them like this. Oh, crap. Yeah, I can't kill them. Dang it. I don't even know if I attack here, because next turn, we know what's in their hands, so we have to be able to block. Everything's at least 3 power. Yeah, we're just dead. I mean, this is like the best we can do, realistically. Because then they'll block something with Samet, but they just triple block Samet. Man, if I had a Monstrous Rage, that would have made this all so much easier. But obviously we don't. Man, even here, Monstrous Rage let me take out 2 things. Ugh. Alright. You got it. GG's. Yeah, I did that wrong. Ah, dang it. Ooh. Mulligan. That didn't feel good at all. We'll keep this. We will... Ooh, I guess we get rid of that. Alright. I mean, you could Ruby into a 2-3 Ruby. That's something, maybe. I'm gonna play scared. Get a treasure. They had a cut down, so it was not wrong. So see, we at least got some value out of the card here. That's why we did it the way we did. Now we have treasure that if we get a Raiju or something, we could kind of go crazy here. Didn't get it, but this isn't bad either. This is a more than reasonable backup plan. Alright. And now if the opponent has removal, they're probably just dedicating to killing stuff more than... Oh, that's nice. Hell yeah. Give us them cards. Love it. Alright. Yeah. That was quick. Sure, we'll try this. This feels kind of like a why not scenario. And we'll just pass. Alright, well, I feel kind of bad for you, Ruby. I feel kind of bad for you. Alright, well, they didn't have a cut down, so that's cool. I'm sure they have a kill card now, though. No, they still don't? That's quirky. Alright, I'm just going to play this for 2, I guess. Alright, I don't know what's happened here. Liliana, sure.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it when people
I think I'm just going to sack the ruby here. We seem to have plenty of mana. We have way more than enough mana. Like, numbers that make us sad amounts of mana. Alright.
I'll be back.
We do definitely don't want to draw this much land. This is almost as bad as it could be. Glad I kept the flyer, though. Alright, you know what? That's something. Sure. Yeah, our hand sucks. Like, that's literally just like, yeah, our hand's trash. Which is great, because it means they're gonna block here, so we get to get rid of that. But, unfortunately, probably can't do enough from here. Yep, that's what I would expect to see. Alright, can't do anything with that. GG's. Forward drawing his land, you can't win. Yeah, sure. This is more of a just regular old mono red hand, but why not? Yeah, we'll definitely kill that. Mono red does not like seeing anything with the words gain life on it. We're not quite mono red, but close enough that we still don't like it. Alright. Let's see what we got. Another wormlet. And an artifact behind it. Yep, a ginger brute. Okay. See, now this is where it gets tough, because I think I still need to kill this, as much as I don't want to. And I'm just going to play this for 1, because it feels like they're playing lowball stuff. And the Samet could matter still. Sir Ginger. Alright, we can first strike past that, so that's good. Love that. But we were right about them playing the low to the ground, small creature kind of strategy here. So it's good when you guess right. Gonna keep the pressure up. And you're blocking or taking damage. I don't mind. Your call. Alright. Oh no, they left it on top. Whatever it is, that can't be good. Alright, we're going to need to find a burn spell, rage or something. Or else that Sir Ginger is going to stop our Samet. That's going to be very sad. Yep. That does his thing. And they left that card on top too? Oh man, there's hitting hot fire here. Okay, I mean, I guess we try another Samet. Go to 10. Oh, what is this? Another burn spell? Oh, it's just a Vault Search. Okay, that's fine. Like, one of those ones you don't love, but you're like, it's okay. It could have been worse. Alright, now it's just how low do we want to go on this turn? Because if we don't block Sir Ginger, we have to have a backup plan for next turn. Which sadly might just be attack with things that aren't Samet. Oh, why did you come into play tapped? I was really hoping we draw an untapped land there. Boy. Even if I get an untapped land here, I attack with this, this, this. The 1/1 gets through, we get a card. Feldon gets through. Is that enough? Alright, I'm gonna try. Did they have another removal card in hand? They did. Alright, that's fine. They're playing with their hand face up now, so no need to attack. Actually, kind of want to attack with Feldon, but not really. Alright. They're top decking now, and we at least still have a couple of plays here. That is also a land. A Sekinzan even, so it's not even a good land for them to have. Love that. That's great. That's as nice as that could have been for us. And then they can't play that, so it's going to go to their graveyard, so that's fine. Yeah, I'm into it. They can attack for 6. I will not block here. I was going to say, I am not even remotely interested in blocking. Alright, so now if stuff goes to our graveyard, we could get Squee out. Because we're 1 short right now, right? Squee attacks, remove graveyard, exiling 4 other cards. Alright. So let's... If I empty my hand first... So we could do this. I also just attack with Feldon and look at a bunch of cards. But I don't think that's what we want to do. We're going to do this, and we'll just get a free card. I could have put something in the yard for the Squee, but I'm just going to do this. And then you discard, but I don't have anything to discard, so I'll just draw. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending how you look at it, happened to be a land. Alright. Let's find a Monstrous Rage, so I could run Feldon into a Sir Ginger. that would be the game plan here. That's what we really want to do. Alright, you got a Ginger Brute. Why? This is so bad. Alright, well, Feldon, go get some action, friend. Find us something worthwhile. Opponent does not want to give us cards. They're just taking it. Don't blame them, but alright. That's actually good for us, though, because now we're going to have 5 attackers to their 3 blockers. They can sack some things for food, though, so it's not like they're really close to dead or anything here. Oh, that's big. That could be the game changer here. Because this lets us target this. It puts a card in the graveyard. We get Squee. Then we get to attack. Yep. So they gain a bunch. Then we can get the Squee. Removing all these. Pretty sure they don't have anything with haste that we're worried about. So we're going to attack, attack. I think we just get in with all this, right? Yeah. We're still going to have Samet untapped. Yeah, this game got a little silly, but here we are. Lots of cards incoming here, too. We get 3. So if we just find a play with fire, we can just end this. Because we haven't played a land yet. Well, that would have been good a while ago. Nope. Alright, cool. In the turn. I guess it wouldn't kill them anyway, because they can still sack the Ginger Brute. So we would need another turn regardless. Yep, opponent says GG. Ah, that was a good one. That was close. Alright, y'all. So, yeah, that was an adventure. Well, I will say this, though. There is an interesting thing I would like to consider for this deck. Because while we can defend some things with the royal treatments, I think it could be worth playing Audacity here. And that's something worth considering. Let me bring up Audacity for those who don't know what the card is. If I spell it right. Jeez, come on, fingers. Alright, so this would give you a thing that gives a creature an additional +2/+0, which is already good. And it tramples and you draw a card if the creature dies. Would be another way to get cards outside of Samut or the Scoundrel. And then additionally, it still counts for an additional permanent for something like Godric, which would be really good. It could help your Throwing Raiju's trample. It just does a few different things that I think could be pretty good in this list, because even the games where I had the royal treatments, I didn't really need them defensively. Like, don't get me wrong, there will be times you want to have it as a defensive measure, but sometimes just being able to play Audacity and just attack faster is going to get the job done too. So if you're looking for something to change, that could be a pretty good change for this list, and just be all offense, no defense. But the list as we have it was 4 Commando Faces Kakazan, 4 Monstrous Rage, 4 Play with Fire, 3 Royal Treatment, 4 Charming Scoundrel, 3 Feldon, Ronom Excavator, 3 Ruby. Could also cut 1 Ruby if you're looking to find space too, by the way. 3 Godric, Cloaked Reveler, 2 Squee Dubious Monarch, 3 Samut, Vizier, Noctamoon, 3 Thundering Raiju, 2 Shivan Devastator. The other thing I'd say too about if you played Audacity, it would allow you, if you needed to play like a 1 or 2 power Devastator early, you could then just drop that on it and be able to keep attacking for good damage in the air. Then we have 7 Mountain, 1 Sekinzan, 1 Beseiju, 2 Forest, 4 Copperline Gorge, 4 Carplusian Forest, 2 Restless Ridgeline, and 2 Rockfall Vale. So yeah, I think this deck's still definitely playable. It's mostly about trying to balance when you're going to play everything more than anything else. This is a bunch about sequencing your cards and understanding how much damage you're trying to do over the next couple of turns, and also how much you think your opponent's going to be able to deal with, right? Like, do I need to play with fire the opponent so I could find another land maybe, right? Or do I need to save this because there's a chance they're playing a creature that's going to be in the way? Or in the case of like dinosaurs, it's like, okay, can I set up stuff to make sure I have Godric flying for 2 turns in a row? Or do I have maybe Godric flying for a turn and then a big hit from a Shivan Devastator? Because that's probably how you're going to win those fights, right? So it's kind of just understanding the matchups and how you're going to use each card is really what you're going to have to focus on. So it may take you about 8 or 10 games of really figuring that stuff out, maybe even a couple more, especially in the creature fights, of knowing when to commit the Monstrous Rage or when not to, right? Stuff like that I think can really make a big difference. So yeah, play around with it and consider really the Audacities, because I think that could be a pretty good addition to this list. And now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Legion Loyalist, mostly because I didn't realize how expensive this card has gotten. It's like $5 or $6 on pretty much every website now. I haven't seen this card played in a good hot minute, but it actually is really sweet. Like, if you attack with 2 other creatures, then your stuff gets, I believe, First Strike and Trample or whatever, which is really awesome. And the creature's just a 1/1 haster on its own, and I think it's also a goblin, so it fits that whole thing. So yeah, if you're looking for a really sweet, simple card that can give you any of those abilities that you need, this one does it, and it's a 1/1. It's actually really cool. But if you have these sitting around and maybe you didn't know they were worth anything, well, there you go. You just found yourselves like $5 a card. And if you're just looking for quirky, weird creature decks that do really big things, we did just play a tokens list that played both Mondrek and Hoyer Tak that you might want to check out. So that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.